Richard, how much excitement is there as we approach the autumn months with the first yearlings of Muhaarar?
Muhaarar brought a new life to Shadwell when he arrived, and obviously over the last couple of years we've had the fun of some fantastic mares visiting him and everything, but crunch time comes at this time of year. His foals did very well last year. They averaged well over 200,000, and so the scene was set, I suppose, for some excitement this year. We've already had 6 go through the ring at Arcana, and they averaged over 200,000. We look forward now to Tattersalls. I think there are 30 yearlings in Book 1, yeah, which is quite a number for a first season sire, but there's some fantastic pedigrees there. So we're really hoping there'll be a few fireworks along the line.
Can we just have a refresh, because it's been 3 years since that epic season for him and the whole team in 2015. He's now a 6-year-old, but at the very beginning of that 2015 year, it could have all been so different.
It was decided to switch him to sprinting, and of course he went to the Commonwealth Cup. He won that so convincingly that sprinting was going to be his forte for the rest of that season. And of course, you know, he came out and won the July Cup, emulating his sire OASIS Dream, who also won it at 3, and culminating with the British Champions Sprint, and Champion Sprinter. So whether he would have stayed a mile, I think he probably would. But he was so effective over that sprint distance that it was decided to stick to that trip. And yeah, then he was retired at the end of 2015.
So he's by OASIS Dream, a July Cup winner, himself a July Cup winner, of course. His grandsire, who was here, Green Desert, a July Cup winner. For the legacy perspective as well, was there just great excitement to be bringing him back here?
Yeah, it was wonderful. I mean, Green Desert, who spent the whole of his stud career here at Shadwell, had been such a great sort of influence. But sadly, the one thing that was missing was him imparting a son here to stand at Shadwell. Unfortunately, Sheikh Hamdan never had a top sprinter by Green Desert that could fit into those footsteps. So it was left to OASIS Dream, a son of Green Desert, to produce the grandson, which of course that's made it a special thing for a lot of us here who've been here a long time, to see a grandson of Green Desert standing here at Shadwell.
One person who can put Muhaarar in the context of Shadwell's illustrious recent history is resident stallion man Ron Lott, who can already draw parallels with the stud's legendary former resident, his grandsire, Green Desert. Ron, you looked after Green Desert, who it's not that long ago since he passed on, but the sire of some wonderful horses, and also the sire of OASIS Dream, who is of course the sire of your current star.
And this is what makes
Muhaarar.
it so pleasing to be associated with Green Desert, because he was a sire of sires, broodmare sire, yeah. Everything at the sales topped the price near enough. I mean, everything run what he produced, and he you know, he's a best British based sire, like I said, and to get his sons, or do a son which is as quality and class as Muhaarar, I was blown away. I couldn't wait to get him. You know, and to me, there would never be a 3-year-old, as far as I do Stanley, I can't see it doing what he's done as a 3-year-old. Winning in 4 Group 1s.
So in the 30-odd years you've been here, just list some of the names, some of the household names that you've looked after in your care here.
Well, I've done them all. I've done Green Desert, Nashwan, Unforwain, Saki, Naif, Hafid, Act 1, Storming Home, Marathik, obviously now Muhaarar. We've got some very, very good racehorses, very good racehorses. I've been privileged and honoured to do the horses that I've done, actually. I mean, who gets a chance to do them sort of horses, you know? So, and it feels the same to me now than what it did 37 years ago. I'm enjoying it now as I did then. So
there are similarities between the horses, your time now, than there was back then, and And now that you're looking after another young sire, like Green Desert was back in the
But
day.
it keeps me in my place, yeah. It makes me feel young now and all.
This time it's his grandson, Muhaarar.
Yeah.
I mean, does it feel like to look after a young? I mean, does he feel like his granddad did? Is he?
Yeah,
is
he
similar?
does. He's very much. It makes me feel young now. It's serious, not being funny now. It makes me feel young because it's a challenge. He's
Yeah.
a young horse. He came. He didn't know anything. Obviously, he's a very good racehorse. So we have to teach him, obviously, the stud side of it, the standing up, the parading, the covering, and that's not easy. Sometimes the covering can be the hardest part. But he's, as long as you're patient with him, he's a quality horse. And I was blown away to get him. I really was. I couldn't wait to get him here.
Well, if what we've seen this afternoon in the beautiful sunshine is anything to go on, he was as quiet. He wouldn't have turned a hair. He was so
Yeah.
relaxed. It was a testament to you.
Well, thank you very much, because sometimes, I mean, they've all got their own characteristics, you know, and I mean, over the past, we've always had besides Green Desert, we've had middle distance horses here.
Yeah.
And we all know that sprinters can be a little bit sharp. They can be sharp, you know, they're quicker thinking, they're moving about. So you have to be more alert when you're doing them. And in the mornings, you've got to be on top of him. He's a lovely temperament horse. He's a lovely horse to be around, do anything with. I couldn't be more happy with him. But he's making me feel great, because it's a lovely job to do a horse like that. It really is.